So today we're looking at congruent triangles. So two triangles are said to be congruent if they are exactly the same, and that means they'll have the same size and shape. So if they're the same size, that means that the length of their sides would all be the same, and also the angles are all the same. So if you have a look in here, see here when they say triangle, they'll put the symbol there so that you write little triangle ABC. So they're talking about this triangle, and then they've got those three lines there. That means it's congruent. So you would know, oh, that means this must be exactly the same. And you can tell because they've indicated the side lengths are the same with those signs and the angles are all the same. Okay, so sometimes we have to make a statement and say why we know that these triangles are congruent. So down here are the ways that you can say it. So the first one they mentioned there, they said two triangles can be congruent if all three sides are equal. So if that's the case, you write SSS. So say, for example, you had a triangle like this and you said 3, 5, and 6. And you had another one that says 3, 5, 6, well then you would say these are congruent because the sides are exactly the same. Okay, so the next one is that you can say if you have two sides that are the same and the angle the same. So say you had, this is 5 and this is 6, and you knew this is 20. So this is 5 and this is 6 and this is 20. If you've got that, you can write that that is side, angle, side. Okay? So, or actually, it has to be the angle between them. So we should have said this one, this angle here. Okay, so if it's that, you can say that. If you have two angles the same, so you can see down here, you write angle, angle, and one side. And if you have a right angle triangle and the hypotenuse and one other pair of corresponding sides are equal, you can say it's because of that. So let's go to your first page, which is, I think you've got it here. Yours might just look a little bit different, but they're all there. It says write the congruent statement. So that just means write SSS or SAS or whatever to prove that the congruence of these triangles are the same. So can we see we have two sides that are the same, don't we? And see that the angle that includes those two, they're the same, aren't they? Yeah? So which one would we write, you think? SAS. Yeah, good. SAS. Okay? Then down here, we have two angles that are the same and a side. So we've got 75 and 40, and then one side is the same. So what could we write for that one? AAS. Good. AAS. Excellent. All right, so give reasons why the following pairs of triangles are congruent. So what about this one? They are the same because the sides are all the same, aren't they? It's just flipped it round. So you could just say, if I wanted to write the rule, I could say triangle ABC is congruent with the triangle DFE. So see how I can write that statement like that? And you could say, because it is SSS. All right. What about this one? We've got two sides and the included angle. So what one do we write for that? SAS. Yep, too easy. All right, down here, we've got, are these ones? What would this one be? What rule? We've got two angles and a side that's the same. So it is angle, side. And this one we could say the hypotenuse is the same, and because one other side is the same and we know it's a right angle triangle from here we can see, so you could say that one is right hand because it's a right hand and a side, or you could also say this one can also be SSA because the right angle is an angle. Okay.